Hey y'all. All right. Welcome to Sightseeing and Pixie Dust. Sorry for the delay. There was a little bit of glitchiness, so I'm not sure if you saw it as well. Um, I'm Jessica Adams, and I am the creator of Sightseeing and Pixie Dust. It is a collaborative dream of mine to be a blog writer, to have my own website, and essentially be a travel blogger. And it is something that I also thought was unobtainable until recently. Some of my village showed me that it is possible through being a travel agent, which is a whole nother avenue we're going to explore later. But I wanted to start out by finding the most efficient and affordable way to share my message and introduce myself and get things launched, because even if they're not perfect, at least I have a place I started. So I am going to reference my notes, because if I don't have an agenda, I will get far off task, and we will go from there. So, again, I welcome you to Sightseeing and Pixie Dust, my dream blog, and I am going to get started. Again, I'm Jessica Adams. I am a small town girl living in a magical world. We do all things Disney, all things believing in magic. I am a kindergarten teacher by day and a mom, wife by night and day, right? Because even when I'm at work, I'm still a mom and facilitating all of those fun things. I have a super supportive husband who is a military veteran and has seen all different types of things around the world, and it believes in our family and living our dreams. We are incredibly blessed. We do we believe in God, and we don't push that on other people, but we also say a lot of cuss words. So we believe in being who you are. I know that authenticity is a big trigger word these days, but that really very much is who we are. We are the same people on the ball field that we are in the classroom, minus a few cuss words, because parents don't really appreciate when you teach their kids cuss words, right? No. But we also understand that, and that's what we try and teach our kids, that there are times that you need to be respectful of who's around you, and that doesn't mean you're not being unauthentic, inauthentic, but it does mean that you're being respectful of those who are around you. So, I am a mom and a wife. I have 3 beautiful children. We are incredibly blessed. We have 2 older boys and a younger daughter, Liam, Landon, and Lily. You never know when they might pop in on one of these videos. They are as excited as I am to be starting a website, a blog, a podcast, all things digital. They think that's the absolute coolest thing I've done as a mom. So, here goes. I do absolutely have ADHD, so I will get off task and off tangent. That is not a joke to those who do. I absolutely do. I think that it makes me very creative. It also makes me an amazing teacher, because I understand the struggles that some of my students face, as well as it is something that I have passed on to my beautiful children. So sometimes that makes us very passionate people who have very passionate conversations. But at the end of the day, we love hard and we're there for each other. So that's what's important to us. We are doing this on a budget, so this is a Facebook Live, because then I can convert it on my YouTube channel for free. And so we are exploring platforms and exploring, at this point, the most budget-friendly ways to get our message across. And maybe in the future we'll, make $1 million and be able to use super fancy equipment. But for right now, we are plain people sending our message. So hopefully that gets across. Priorities. We're super blessed. At the end of this video, I feel like my first question is going to be, who can post how many times I said the word I'm trying not to, but it's like a nervous thing, right? I'm a human. So I am trying to pause instead of saying, but I'm only succeeding some of the time. We are blessed and called to serve. So it's my goal to help people enjoy travel just like we do and do that through multiple platforms. Let's see, our priorities are no tech dinners. It might be our kids' least favorite thing right now. We love technology. I think the whole world lives with a much different way than I grew up, but we also, as a family, respect that we need to build relationships. And so we have no tech dinners. We sit down to a table every single night and eat dinner. That is our family priority. We put our phones away and we talk. We ask questions about how our day was. And I won't say that we make our children answer, but we make them say one thing they liked about their day, one thing they didn't. We want to have relationships with our children and model the things that are important to us so that hopefully they, live the best life that they can. My goal for my family is to give them their best life while still instilling humbleness, right? I'm gonna make up some new words today. And also being kind. So I say that we take our kids to Disney every year. That's a true story. And we also go camping. I want my kids to be spoiled rotten, but at the same time, I want them to be humble, kind. I want them to live their best lives, but I also want them to live a life of giving. And so with those spoils that we take advantage of, we also give back to our community. We're we try and be good stewards at our church. We try and attend church regularly, right? Because Sunday mornings can be hard sometimes, most times. And we also try and give back to our civic groups. Let's see. We live and give. That was my big thing I was going to remember to say. We live and give. So we live big, but we also give big, which my kids really enjoy. If you do follow us, you will see that my kids have been the one who have drawn a local civic group. We do a raffle every year, and my kids are the ones who have drawn the prizes for the last 3 or 4 years. It's our project. When you are in a civic group, you get to be the head of a project if you want to. And so this particular raffle is a project that I have kind of spearheaded. And so the kids get to be the one to pick it. So that is they absolutely love that they're Facebook famous on this civic group. And now through Sightseeing and Pixie Dust, they also get to be Facebook famous in all different platforms, right? I don't think that I am an expert, right? I'm definitely learning as I go. It's a lot of work and I am living and learning. So again, the quality of this video, it's functional. It might not be perfect, but it's what we got. I love corny quotes and feedback. So I would appreciate if you would comment on this video and let me know what you liked or what you thought we could improve on kindly. Because there's always going to be somewhere that you can improve, or even suggestions. That's absolutely okay. What types of things you'd like to see? I like to say that I have champagne taste on a beer budget. So, I like to dress nice, but everything I have on is probably from the thrift store. That doesn't bother me a bit. I grew up in a small community that, can be described as affluent, and so growing up I wanted all of the coolest things and all of that, but the reality is, at least this is what I try and tell my kids, it's what I believe now, maybe not when I was younger. I don't mind that someone else paid a lot of money for this silk top. I probably didn't pay more than $5 for it because I got it from the thrift store. And even my hidden Mickeys today, this necklace definitely came from a local thrift store, or it might have come from the church bazaar because I like to support that too. And because lots of people in my community like Disney, I am pretty lucky that almost every year something at my church bazaar is Disney related. See, there's Lily. She needs help with breakfast. And of course, she needs help right in the middle of my live video, right? Which means in like 5 seconds, she will be storming in here. But, we are starting. Hold on one second. Lily, we're live. So everyone hears you, love. We'll see. That will either. Oh, you gotta wait just a minute. I love you. Just a minute. And of course this is going to be at like the hard point in my podcast, right? Or, I believe in supporting small business. I've always believed in supporting small business. I have done almost every direct sales under the sun in my travels to get to where I am now. I've always wanted to be a blogger, but I didn't think I could do it. And I recently have had some people really believe in me, some of which through my most recent direct sales company, and some people who have been really successful and really believed in me. And basically, they told me, you can do it. You can be the person who succeeds at this business. And so some really high achievers reached out to me, and it was really inspiring. And honestly, they're right that I could have, but that's really not where my heart was. My heart was in becoming a blogger. And so because of that, and the fact that I have a girlfriend who is a travel agent and taught me really what travel agents do, and that's a video we're going to talk about another time. And the fact that this has been a really tough year for our family, and it has made us sit back and look at, and I am going to do my best not to tear up, not because my toddler is screaming in the background, but because this year for us, we have received some really difficult health news. And because of that, Lillian, mommy loves you, but we are live. So that means everybody in the world, our world, can hear you screaming mommy. So you need to wait one more minute and I'll be in. The boys have already gone to school. And so Lily's the only one here. So there's no one else in the house that can help her. And well, that's our life. So it is what it is. But back to, as like, I want you to know that this is what my hand looks like right now, like as I'm talking about it, because my family is my biggest supporter and we've really gone back and forth, but we have decided without tears that this is the life that we want to live. I am still a teacher at this point. And I only say that because I absolutely love teaching, but ultimately, whenever you put out there pieces of yourself, people either receive them super respectfully or not. And so there is the potential that when I launch Sightseeing and Pixie Dust and talk about my why for making that jump, that there could be backlash in other parts of our life. So, things I'm doing in my new life, right? Like this year I turned 40, right? So yay me. I also found out that I have a rare brain tumor called a vestibular schwannoma. And the reason why that's important is I'm a teacher and we have terrible insurance. Live in that small town, small school district. We only have one of each school. We have 4 schools in our division. And so because we're not part of a bigger conglomerate, the only option for insurance in our small school division is high deductible. And unfortunately, when you have a brain tumor, the way to monitor it is MRIs and doctor's appointments and lots of specialists and big medical teams. And big medical teams come with big medical bills. But I am blessed and super fortunate, and because we have given back to our community has really rallied around us. So, as I take a deep breath to be strong. Some of our civic groups that we have been a part of for many years have really rallied around us and helped us to pay some of my medical bills because they are mounting up fast. And because of that, it is my priority to launch this blog as affordably as possible. I am not going to, take that money and then be like, okay, well, I can invest in some equipment to do big things. I am doing this in the most cost-effective way. Hi, sis. Yep, I'm in a silk top. She's still in her pajamas. That's our life. I'm doing it in the most cost-effective way. And so sometimes that means I might sacrifice production quality, they would say in the blogging world. But I am who I am. So that's how we're going to do it. I did try and look at what my background is and make sure that it's as decluttered as possible. But right now, we are doing things that are important to us. And so at this point, according to like our local doctors, so we do live close enough to a team through EVMS, which is Eastern Virginia Medical School. That is who currently has my care. And they, the tumor is stable, which is the best news that we could get. It's in a very invasive spot, so it is not productive to operate or biopsy. So we just have to monitor it every 6 months. And then once we graduate, hopefully to every year. And our house still has Christmas lights up. Not like all the Christmas lights, but I really love like our colorful LED lights. And so they make me happy, and our neighborhood's a little dark. And by dark, I just mean small neighborhood, so we don't have any like street lights. And so the first thing I decided to do is leave my Christmas lights up. So if you're ever looking for my house, yep, it's the one that still has Christmas lights up because my Christmas lights make me happy. And launching a blog makes me happy. Letting my toddler in the corner of my blog while she at least stopped screaming mom makes me happy. And so our family is focusing on things that make us happy. So if you want to follow along in our journey and have faith and trust in those around you, that's our goal. And so please go out and search all of the platforms that Sightseeing and Pixie Dust has. I did launch the website. It's still very much under construction, depending on where you're, what the date you're reading it is. But it's there. It's sightseeingandpixiedust.com. And we are on Instagram and YouTube and all the other fun platforms. And we are doing our best to launch and be authentic and be us. But we also very much want your feedback. So reach out to us and let us know what you think of our videos. Let us know what you want to see. The first video that I am going to do is, and I will ask that you read or watch, because I didn't know all the great things, is why do you need a travel agent? I have never used a travel agent, and now I am one. So I think that that's telling, and there's a reason why. So that's your little teaser. See, sticking her tongue out, because that's what you do. Now I'm going to try and figure out how I stop the live, right? Because that's important. So thanks for tuning in. We're right at 20 minutes, which was my goal. I think that I have said all the things I wanted to say and gave you a picture of who we are. And join us for our next video. All right, let's see, sissy. We gotta find a stop button. All right, can you wave, sissy? Can you look, can you look up and wave? Say have a good day. Tune in next time.